Good evening. My name is Sergio Quintero. I'm a recruiter slash trainer with Power Pro Plumbing, Heating, and Air. And I'm here with
Raul Rodriguez.
I'll be asking questions. I'll be asking a set of questions today to Raul about how Power Pro Plumbing, Heating, and Air got started. When did it start?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We started in 2001 to 2002, so it's just a little over 20 years. We're actually celebrating 20 years last year, but we decided that this is the year that we're going to celebrate, despite, just what we went through. And we want to start this year celebrating the over 20 years, and that's what we're celebrating, 20 years on the home service industry.
Where did Power Pro Plumbing, Heating, and Air started?
Well, obviously, I've been started the industry back in 1987, right? And 87, that's when I started. That's when I began the home service.
Okay.
So that's back then. So it's about almost 30 something years. So yeah, it's
30 something years.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. And during that time, 30 years ago, what's the difference in today's customer service from 30 years ago to 2023 today?
In reality, there is no difference. It's still the same. I think the difference, people have a way to project or say things on a bigger platform because reviews, because be able to right away let you know where people stand with your service. But for me personally, I go back to the first day that I went on a truck, and that was like 87, 88. And I think that for me, I'm always like to help people. I'm always willing to put the effort that they need. And I genuinely want to help people. And I think for me, that was the beginning then that we started. And people really admire that you were genuine about helping. And to me, that was my beginning. I think people appreciate that a lot. The fact that you can connect, you can relate, that you can listen, and most important, you can help them. But, now I think it's just people have a mic and a phone that they can basically project and it'll let you know. But back then for me, it was the same. Maybe for people could be viewed different. For me, it was no difference.
That sounds like your service story. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the service story. First of all, tell me the service story.
Yeah, well, at Power Pro, we do have a service story, and it's pretty cool. That story, it is my story back then. And then people... Obviously, I had a limitation in my English. I'm still do it today, so I apologize for my English if you cannot understand. But back then, it was kind of unique because they were surprised that why did you get so many requests and why people really like your service and you're having a hard time communicating. And that was the first thing is they asked me, how do you do? Like, how do you do? And I said, what did I do? What? Like, how do you make this work? And I told, well, it's simple. I'm always willing to help customers. I care to do the right thing and help them. And I always have the right attitude helping people, and I enjoy, matter of fact. So to me, I think the biggest thing is you had to love helping people. You had to like serving people, helping people. And with that, you have to look for solutions that they need and be genuine about it. So for us, the story was, I told them, I'm always willing to help. I care to do it right. I care to do what's good for the customer, explaining. And people say yes to that. And that was the story. So now Power Pro story is great people willing to go the extra mile, who genuinely cares to provide great service with a great attitude. That is a Power Pro way. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, people, that is our story. That is the Power Pro story now, because we have a lot of great people at Power Pro. They're doing the same thing now, and that's the Power Pro story. But back then, it was my story. Now it's Power Pro story because we have a lot of great people that genuinely cares to do what's right and helping people. That is the story of Power Pro now.
I noticed that story not only helps your customers, but it also helps your employees because you've surrounded yourself with good employees that have been with the company for several years. Would you like to go into that?
So for us, we have over 20,000 online reviews, combined reviews. And I don't know if people know, that's very difficult to achieve with the 4.8. And the reason I'm telling you that because That's how many people care to do what's right. They care to help the customer, and I mean, you had to enjoy helping people. And to me, that's the first thing we want to make sure the people wants to understand that that's part of Power Pro. You know,
Okay.
people pay for service, and if you provide that service and help them, you're gonna be okay. But so do the customer, and for that, that's our message.
Now, one of the things that caught my attention when I came to Power Pro, walking into the building and looking at the words "Welcome to the Power Pro family," and even having a small conference room that has the words "family room" on it. What does that mean to you, family?
So, so for us, our core values are trust, care, and professional. So to me, trust is we definitely want to build. We want our team members or employees that trust Power Pro, and we want the customers to trust Power Pro, and we want the community to trust Power Pro. So for that reason, first thing is we always build a trust, a foundation that is based on trust. For that, we care, and when we say we care, we really mean it.
Okay.
We care to help you. We care to help and develop, and I call help train and develop people, and that's why you're here helping all the being here for the past few years, and the fact that you part of the training recruiting. Let me ask you, what is that
Yes.
you're looking when you bring somebody on board? What is that? How do you see that?
I honestly look for a great attitude
Huh.
and the willingness to go out, do the right thing, and help people. I mean, that is doing the right thing and moving forward not only helps the customer, but also helps the business and the technician doing the right thing.
So this might be sounding ironic that I'm asking you the question, being the recruiter, but to tell you the truth, I never tell you what to look for. It seems like you came and see the core values, you see the way we do it. And just the fact that you're explaining, because we never talk about, hey, what is that you look? That's what we look for. But now the fact that first time asking, what is that you look for?
Yeah.
We know we're looking for people that have the right mind, but from when it comes to being a trainer, what is that training being for you here at Power Pro?
The train has helped me develop good technicians. You know, we have a stable company, we have a good work culture, personal development, personal growth, a good reputation. So my job is to make sure that those technicians are qualified and to go out and help people.
Being on the industry since '87, I tell people the reason I mention that is not because I want them to know that we're being in the industry this long. The fact that we still have passion and willing to help, and the attitude and the energy to help people, help customers, help community, and really make a difference in the home service industry, because we love to help. We enjoy helping people. And that part, I think, is the part that, I always tell people, if you're looking for a company that really we want to grow with them on a professional, personal level, I think that's probably one of the biggest benefits that sometimes that people don't know it's available. And for us, we love to help people.
I think that's a good point that you just pointed out, that how the industry was 30 years ago to how it is now. Obviously, it's different generations. You got the generation now that are fast learners, that are a bit more disciplined. People were disciplined back then, but now they're a bit more disciplined, fast learners, and they're willing to do the right thing. So when you combine discipline, fast learning, and doing the right thing, then you move forward. And how can not everybody win, right? I mean, we talk about the 3 wins, customer, employee, and company. I mean, that's the great formula to make things work.
So we teach communications, and obviously be able to communicate with customers. And one of the big things that sometimes, that some people don't understand, that we teach people how to help people. Let them know what's important for them. Ask them what's important to them, so that way how to help them. What is it they're looking for? But to me, when I'm looking this generation, they grew up on with reviews. They grew up with service. You know that part. I love that we don't have to teach them about service.
Right.
They grow up understanding service. So for them, service is normal. For us, maybe back then, I don't know if everybody will view the same way, because back to the 80s, if I had to say something a little more, maybe I don't really want to go in any negative way. But back then, people loved to say, I'm a salesman. And I say, I don't know what that means. But if you help people, you could probably be okay without the salesman. Just knowing that you can help people, let them know what is it they're looking for, give them options, solutions that they, within their budget, or what they're looking for, and make sure you give them that option. And people love that. So I don't know if that sells or it's helping people. But to me, I think that's just helping people. But if you want to know back then, maybe being a salesman, it was more defined. For us, we don't even talk about salesmen. We're talking about helping people, and then make sure you know what is it they're looking to achieve, and make sure you deliver that. And that's what we call sales, if you want to call it sales. But for us, it's just good service,
Yeah, they definitely are. Our technicians are more focused on customer service. They see themselves as problem solvers,
Yeah.
and they go out, they focused not only on the issue at hand, but they also focus on the person, and they present options.
Technicians really like you a lot, how you presenting the training, how do you connect with them. And can you tell me a little bit about why do you think is the biggest thing that they like about Sergio when you're training them? Because I noticed that they really relate to you a lot.
I think part of the relation is I'm genuine. It's probably not okay for me to say that, but when I talk to people, I put myself in their shoes, and I try to feel what they're going through. So when I connect, I try to see through their eyes, and I try to learn through their eyes. And that's what helps me be who I am.
So there's no different than helping people, right?
Absolutely not. No.
Right. So anyways, but yeah, so I think, so if you had to say, what is the biggest thing that you enjoy about training? Or what is the thing that you say, man, I love when this happened? Can you share any of those, anything?
Yes. I'm responsible for reaching out to applicants and making appointments for them to come in, interview. Once a offer is given to them, they get hired, they come in, it's a 10-day onboarding. Sometimes it's more. I like to see their personal growth, how when they get here from not knowing nothing about our process to going far and beyond, being good at what they do, at presenting options to customers, and becoming problem solvers and actually helping people. And in the process, obviously, they get paid for it. But I think for me, it's the instant happiness of seeing somebody grow to their full potential.
So one of the things here that, when people come and visit our facility, the first thing they get impressed, they're like, wow, I didn't know Power Pro was like this. So the fact that we have a facility that it has designed to train and develop, but when they see all this training, the first thing they say, man, I love your training environment, the training facility. I say, well, I hope you do, because we spent a lot of time on that. And I think that's one of the things that sometimes say, maybe I shouldn't say so much stuff, but I mean, there's a process here that you can get trained. There's a process that you can grow here different ways, where is the communications, where is the service, where is the trade, whether it's the leadership, whether it's the management, different topics here. They got different people that train different things, and knowing that that's going to help you down the line on your career. And to be honest, that's, if you look in something, down those lines about, I want to improve my career, for whether it's the trade, whether it's the communications, whether it's just your career, you know what? I encourage you to come and see it. Come and see it for your eyes, and, see it, because you might be surprised why Power Pro is being celebrating 20 years, and 20 years, leading the industry on how service should look like. I think that's something that we're very proud. We're very proud about the Power Pro family. And yeah, going back to the question after 20 minutes of all around conversation, we call family room our conference room because that's how we see people. We see as a part of that, we see as a part of the family. Question is, do you want to be part of the family or not? Because we know family means you take care of people. Family means you do the right thing, and family is always willing to help. And guess what? That's the Power Pro family.
I agree with you.